Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I used the manager's office key in the Zero Dam admin building 40 times on normal difficulty to find out if it's actually worth it. I tracked the profit from each run, calculated the total earnings after every 10 runs as one keycard has only 10 uses in normal difficulty, and compared those results to the current market price of this keycard in the auction house, so you could decide for yourself whether it's worth buying or something you should avoid spending your money on. Before we dive in, let's go over a few ground rules. I only picked up blue or higher rarity items, and even among blue items, I only kept the 1-slot ones. Everything else was considered junk, and I recommend you skip those as well. I used the displayed item prices for calculations, not the auction profits, since selling through the auction house involves a 10 to 15% fee, and it's not practical to track each sale individually. The difference isn't huge, so while the final numbers won't be 100% precise, they'll be more than accurate enough to determine if the keycard is worth using. That's everything you need to know before we begin, so let's get into it. I don't want to keep you waiting through all 40 runs, so I've sped up the boring parts and only kept the interesting moments. But make sure to keep an eye on the profit column in the top left corner of the screen. I'll be updating it after each run so you can track how much we're making as we go.
Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.
So we made roughly 5.5 million from our first keycard, assuming we could extract successfully all 10 times. But as we all know, that rarely happens, so the actual total income would be much lower. However, if we do manage to extract with all the reds, especially that smoothbore, the profit isn't too bad. I'm not even going to talk about what happens if you fail to extract it, because you can't put the smoothbore in your safe box. But I'll compare these results with the current market price of the keycard at the end of the video, so let's move on with the keycard number 2. This time, we made around 5.6 million and managed to pull 3 reds, but nothing too crazy. Let's move on to keycard number 3 and see if our luck gets any better this time. Unfortunately, we only managed to collect 4.8 million with the third keycard, so it looks like we're stuck around the 5 million mark. We've got one last run to finalize our results, so let's wrap things up after the fourth keycard and break everything down. So for the fourth and final run, we made nearly 5.5 million again. If we add up all 4 runs, the total comes to 21.5 million, which gives us an average of 5.35 million per keycard, assuming we manage to extract all 10 times. In reality though, you'll probably extract only 6 or 7 times out of 10. When compared to the current market price of the East Wing Manager's Office keycard, which is around 5 million at the time of making this video, we can safely conclude that this keycard is not worth it. In fact, it's one of the worst keycards in terms of return on investment when you factor in both the auction price and the actual loot value. Yes, you might get lucky and find something like a Heart of Africa on the floor, but that's pure gamble. If you're new to the game or focused on making money with minimal risk, I wouldn't recommend spending your time or money on this room. However, if your extraction rate is high and you're okay with gambling some extra money, feel free to give it a shot. This keycard used to sell for just over 3 million back in the day, but its price has skyrocketed. And unless the price drops, which only happens if its drop rate increases or if people stop buying it, so I'd suggest staying away from it at least for now. There are definitely better keycards out there, and I don't want to recommend anything without proper evidence like this. So if you'd like to see me test out other keycard rooms and help figure out which ones are actually worth it, leave a like on the video and drop a comment to let me know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that button. Lastly, these videos take a lot of time and effort to make, so if you want to support the channel at no extra cost, you can use my creator code when purchasing Delta coins. The link is in the description and pinned comment. Plus, you'll actually get more Delta coins by using Midasbuy than buying directly in-game. Thanks again for your continued support. I'll see you all in another video very soon. Until then, take care and happy gaming.